Hi everyone, my name is Ev and today I'm going to show you guys how to graft a 2x2 rib for my everyday bonnet pattern. You're going to want to have two of these exact sections with the right side facing up. You can tell that it's the right side because it has the two rows of stockinette in the center, whereas on the wrong side it is purled. Now placing them one over the other with the right side facing up towards you, same with the opposite side. The right side is facing towards the table. You will also need to have a tail that is at least 3 times the length of your project that you want to bind off. So mine is 3 with a little bit of an extra room. And then with that, we're going to need a weaving needle to weave this into place. The graft is very similar to the regular Kitchener stitch, and because the first 4 rows of this project are actually stockinette, we're just going to be doing a regular Kitchener stitch for that before hopping into the first section of purl rows. So for that, it's just the regular setup row of a purl and then of a knit. So then that is knit off, purl, stay on, purl off, knit, stay on, knit off, purl, stay on, purl off, knit, stay on, knit off. What is that? Just the one I just did? No, I did the back. Okay. Knit off, purl, and stay on, purl off, knit, and stay on. Just trying to keep it neat. Here you can see the stockinette is just sliding from one into the other. These are the first 3 rows of stockinette binded off with a regular Kitchener stitch. The next one is where things kind of get a little bit interested because this is where the first purl rows appear on both sides. So for this one, because it appears as a knit, we are just going to knit off. And then this one, because it is a purl, we are going to purl on and leave there. The way that you work the 2x2 graft is every row you work it as it appears. So this one is a purl, so we're going to purl off, but because the next one is a knit, we're going to purl on. So the best way to think about this is take off as they appear and then work the next one opposite of what it appears. So this one is a purl, so we're going to purl off, but because the stitch after that is a purl, we're going to knit on and leave there. At the back here, the next row is a knit, so we're going to knit off, but because this one is a knit as well, we're just going to purl on. In the front, it would be purl, so we're going to purl off. But because the next one is now a knit, we are going to purl on. At the back, the next row is a knit, so we knit off. And then the next following one is a purl, so you purl but leave on. No, opposite. I'm so sorry. So you knit and leave on. Not listening to myself. At the front, the next one is a knit, so we knit off, but because the following one is a knit, we're going to purl and leave on. Now at the back, it's a purl, so we're going to purl off. The next one is a purl, so we're not going to purl it and leave it on. We are actually going to knit and leave it on because we're doing the opposite. The front is a knit row right here, so we're going to knit off. And then the next one is a purl, so we're also going to knit but leave it on. The back here is a purl, so we're going to purl off. And then you can see the following row after that is a knit. We're going to purl but leave it on. Again, you take off the stitch as it shows and then work the next stitch the opposite of what it's showing as. I'm almost at the end. I have one more purl row to go before I fall into the last 4 stockinette rows, which is similar to the first ones that started off this graft. So for that, we're just going to do a regular Kitchener stitch, but I just need to finish this last one. So it is a purl, so I'm going to purl off. This is a knit, so I'm going to purl on and leave. This is a knit, so I'm going to knit off. This is a purl, so I'm going to knit on. And then we're just in regular knit, knit off, purl, purl off, knit, knit off, purl, purl off, knit. Why is my stitch twisted? Knit off, purl, purl off, knit, knit off. So this is what you should be left off with once you are done your grafting. You can clearly tell that the knits continue on where the purls continue on. It's pretty seamless. If you want with your needle, go in with your needle and just pull the stitches to help space them out if you notice any parts that do have a little bit of a tension issue, just to kind of give them the proper room to lay perfectly flat. Here's what the 2x2 garter stitch should look like once it is perfectly connected. The knits and the purls continue on without breaking the texture of the stitch at all. Hopefully yours will not have a clear divide in the middle. It's purely because of the yarn that I used. It had a very clear orangey section at the start of the skein where the end is a bit more bluish. And I didn't take that into consideration when knitting this one up. I kind of like that it is two color, but hopefully yours will be more seamless. If you want to see, this is what the back looks like. Again, seamless on both sides. So if you enjoyed today's tutorial, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, ask me in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.